What's up, Aquarius? This is what's coming up for you in the week of October 5th through the 11th. So what you want to do is just pay attention to what comes up for you during this read, and just it shows you how to navigate life and maybe some common themes that you can really reflect on. Again, this is for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So if you know those other signs as well, you can check out my other reads so that you can get a full scope of how the week's going to go. But let's go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh, let's see what's going on for you at the beginning of the week, hitting them with the bang, okay? The world card. So this is giving me a feeling of like the world is your oyster, as well as like you have this deep sense of knowing what the world is facing. You have this deep sense of understanding the macro view of things. So Aquarius, during that Monday, October 5th, you're going to see things from various perspectives. And the reason why you're going to see it is because you are the connector between the past and the future. You know, it's not even the present, it's you are the connector from how things are doing now, you're revolutionary, to how things will happen in the future. And because of that, you're really examining the world and being at one with the world in so many ways. So on Tuesday, you're going to get this sense of this inspiration that sparks. So something happens on Monday as you are examining and connecting in with the universe, with the world, how things are going, that gives you this like crazy spark of something that comes to you on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, the Two of Swords, you're going to feel caught between two places. Like, you have this inspiration, but here's the thing, Aquarius, that happens to you often. You are revolutionary. You are always in the future, but sometimes you have these habits or these beliefs or these things that are really rooted in the past that no longer serve you. You are so freaking clever that like you can convince people that you don't do those things at all. But this is not a conversation of convincing other people what you're doing. This is a conversation of being honest to you. What are these things within you that are outdated that you need to move on from, that no longer serve you? Because you know exactly what you want to do, and the universe is calling you to do something, but this thing is coming up on Thursday, which apparently is the universal day that everybody in all the astrological signs just can't get it together this week. Something's going to come up for you on Thursday that makes you feel like you're being pulled between two places. And it's not even the place you want to go or the place you don't want to go. It's two opposing places where you're like, and it's stealing your sight from you. And then by Friday, you get to a place where you're like, look, I'm going on this journey. You make peace with whatever the fuck this is. But you're like, I'm going on this journey, and I'm going on it with an open heart, open ears. And it's giving us, you know, the Fool in the world gives us that same kind of death and rebirth, going on that journey with self. So I don't think that this is actually going to be a tough week. It's going to be more inspiring, but something will come up, because that's one of the common themes this week across readings, is that, you know, something difficult internally is going to come up that you have to deal with. But overall, it's looking pretty good towards the weekend at like 10th and 11th, October 10th and 11th for you, Aquarius. So the beginning of the week. The Queen of Wands and World. Like, the Queen of Wands is who sent you this message. Now, for Libra received their message from the Queen of Wands on Monday. You, Aquarius, will be receiving your message from the Queen of Wands on Tuesday, because you're so in tune and channeled on Monday that's when you're going to receive it. And for you personally, you already know what you need to do. Like, you already, like, this inspiration that's coming, you not only know what you need to do, but you already know why, because you're going to be reflecting on that on Monday. So pay attention to whatever is coming up for you on Monday. And then Tuesday, which is the Page of Pentacles, going on a new journey. So this new journey, especially one that is deeply rooted in like financial aspects or just feeling secure, whatever this is that's coming to you on Tuesday, October 6th, this, Aquarius, is something you're going to be doing for the next 10 years. It's going to be something that's going to bring you money. It's going to be something that is going to be the beginning of the journey, and you see all of the potential in it. Like, this Page of Pentacles is letting you know all this potential, and you're beginning to go on this. And with it being at the beginning of the week, it's giving me a signal of like, you are not afraid to go on this journey. You're going to go on this journey and you're going to get far because you're given enough time of preparation to actually make it a success. So on Thursday, yup, look, let me tell you, like the universe is speaking abundantly. On Thursday, the Tower card, and the Tower is about all things falling apart, falling down. So that Two of Swords, that you feel like you're being pulled in both directions, just be prepared that at the beginning of the day, you may feel that way, but by the end of the night, it's going to fall apart. You're going to sever those ties that day. It's not a couple of days. It's not going to plague you the whole week. You got that one day Thursday where you're like, I'm not dealing with this. And you're going to take the action you need, literally that thunderbolt to like sever that and let it go. And then the Ten of Pentacles, which is kind of looking at the Page of Pentacles. Ultimately, whatever this thing is will be a success. Aquarius, whatever it is, it will be a success. It's almost like you're watching a movie and you're watching it play out and you know it's a movie where it's going to have a happy ending and you're just watching the parts, and it's enjoyable to see the ups and downs, but it also feels good to know that at the end of the day, it's all going to work out. So that's the energy that you're getting this week, Aquarius. This is a wonderful, wonderful week for you. Something is going to be happening, and it could be something that just pops up or something you've been hoping to pursue, and now it's the time to pursue it because it's guaranteed that it's going to work out for your greatest good all around, financially, family-wise, feeling a sense of community, just a good look. And so the Devil card gives you an opportunity to look at, okay, it's saying on Thursday something's going to come up that's tethering you. Pay attention to whatever that is. So the message that you're going to receive on Monday, not necessarily the insight, but the message you're going to receive on Monday has a lot to do with what's going to come up on Thursday. So pay attention, because this is going to tell you how to untether yourself. It's an indication that there is something that is binding you, which will come up on Thursday for you to work through. But you can mastermind this on Monday so that when it gets there on Thursday, it'll be fine. And I think that's why you get through it so quickly, because you get that insight at the beginning of the week. And the Seven of Cups is like, it gives you that kind of energy, like, what's next? So this is really kind of like talking about what's happening on Thursday. You're going to identify what it is and how you want to navigate it. And then once it starts to show up, you ask yourself, is this it? Is this what I need to focus on? Because it's pointing in the direction of, I think it's this. I think it's this. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. If you think it's that area, then more than likely it is that area, and you can do the work, because the rest of it, because it's looking like you get to a resolution there. And then the Four of Swords. So there's this feeling of wanting to be protected. So if there's any caveat to what I'm saying, try not to lash out on people towards the end of the week. Remember, like, you are equipped to separate yourself and sever yourself from like the things that no longer serve you, but don't get so caught up in yourself, that you are pretending that you're not going through this. You want to feel safe. You don't want to be vulnerable and share the fact that you're going through this with other people. Well, then separate yourself. Don't, put on a front while you're going through these things and just kind of act like, oh, no. Like, because it's giving me energy that, like, if somebody points out the obvious journey that you're going through this week, you might be irritated by it because you want to already be on the other side. You don't even want to be want people to know you are going through this unless you choose to let people to know you're going through it. But just be a little kind and understanding. And this is a very strong incubating period. And also know the strength of your thoughts. The strength of your thoughts, Aquarius, with you being the elder of the air signs, is that you can manifest anything you want. And I think you're recognizing at the same time that there's this incubating period that you need, a separation between, how things were before and where you're going. So I think this indicates that probably the next couple months, I want to say like 3 to 6 months, there's going to be an incubating period for you for whatever this new thing that comes up. And I would say 3 to 6 months or 3 to 6 years. It just depends on, what the rest of your chart is looking like and how much things are in place. You will most definitely get there. You're going on this journey and you're in the perfect place to do it. But it's going to take a little bit of incubating. The reason it will be quicker or it will take longer based on how secure you feel. If you don't feel secure, you're going to retreat a little bit, and then you're going to see that 3 to 6 years. If you feel secure in what you're doing, it'll be much quicker, like 3 to 6 months. So Aquarius, that's your read for October 5th through the 11th. Again, this is for if your sun, rising, or moon is in Aquarius. Know those, and then you can check out the other reads I have too to get a full perspective, including the element, the air element read too, to get a full perspective of how the week is going. So I'll see you next week.